Okay, so we're going to unbox my scooter. We just got here from Hungary. It's well packaged. And apparently they opened it. Oh yes they did. Must have happened in customs. Makes sense. Okay. So it's kind of on the heavy side, to be honest. I had to take it upstairs, 3 flights of stairs, and it's not light. And I'm actually recording this not only to upload it to YouTube, but as proof if anything's missing. Okay, so this is the charger that must have been in there. Well, they do a good job at checking everything at customs, I believe. Okay, so here she is. How do I do this? She's a heavy one, for sure. Okay, perfect. Okay, those are the NFC keys. This is the handlebar, and that's pretty much it. That's sweet. So they tell me that these do get stolen here in Italy, so I have to be very careful where I leave it. I mean, I can see why. They look very attractive. So, yeah, let's start putting this baby together. First impression? Yeah, this is quality. Definitely quality. I mean, this is my first scooter, but I have seen some in the stores, and this one looks durable. Definitely durable. So we have some screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws. And that's pretty much for the assembly that is needed. Based on the reviews, they say that this particular system works best because it avoids wobble, whereas some scooters only bring maybe 4 on the sides. This one has 8, so they go the extra mile. Not bad. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the video right now for a moment, and I'll get back to you as soon as I get it assembled. Alright people, so there you have it, fully assembled. Didn't take much, to be honest. Just the stem needed to be connected to the handlebar, and that's pretty much it. It comes fully assembled from the factory, from the manufacturer, and it's quite a handsome scooter, I would say. There's your charger. One thing you need to keep in mind: do not turn on the scooter while it's charging. It even says it in your receipt, in your invoice when you get it, I guess it's a safety mechanism that comes with the scooter inside, so you can't turn it on while you're charging it. Otherwise, you can damage the battery or just basically brick the scooter completely. So again, do not turn on the scooter while you're charging it. So what do you get in the box? You get your owner's manual. It is in English if you speak English. So it has a couple of languages. This is in Italian. So yeah, it's very convenient. It comes with multiple languages. Cool. Alright. Me being a typical Dominican, I don't read manuals. I like to discover things as I go. What else do we get? We get two NFCs, which you need to use to turn on the scooter. Otherwise, it won't turn on. It won't run. It's a nice safety feature, I may say. So we turn it on, and then you tap it here, and then you're good to go. Alright, that's pretty cool. And getting back to the assembly, it's only six screws. I don't know, maybe in an earlier model it was 8. You don't see any here. So you only get to use 6 of them, or they may just add 2 more as a first pair in the event you lose any. So that's it. That's all the assembly you need. You need an Allen wrench, and it comes with it. So it's, I would say, very easy, and that's pretty cool. You know, I've seen other tutorials of assembly of scooters that they come fully apart, just parts everywhere. You need multiple tools to put them together, and it could be a bit overwhelming. Me being kind of lazy, I would say, you know, I prefer this. Alright, so some people complain about this latch, it being too frail or not strong enough. I have to admit I agree, because this is where you're going to latch the pole, carrying purposes, and this is plastic. So I don't know, this scooter weighs about 50 pounds more or less. I don't know if that's gonna hold. I did see that they sell the replacement for it, but I mean, they could have used metal in my opinion. So to put down the pole, all you have to do is press this little lever here and put it down. And this is what I mean. You know, in order for you to carry it, you have to latch it there. And then carry it like this. Okay, so here, I don't know if that's gonna last. Well, everything cannot be perfect. Right. Something else that this scooter in particular brings is a safety lock, which is kind of nice. I don't think it can scare away, you know, the most, what's the word I'm looking for? The most persuasive of thieves. I don't think this can hold them back. But I mean, if you run into the store real quick in 2-3 minutes and you need to leave it outside, this is a nice extra added feature. I don't know exactly how it works. Oh gosh, don't tell me that I have to take it apart again. It seems to be kind of stuck. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, so that's pretty cool. You can connected there. Comes preset to 000. Obviously I'll be changing that, but I'm not gonna do it on camera. Okay, so what else is there to talk about? We have pneumatic wheels in the front. They are prone to flats. I think they might be needing a little bit of air. We'll figure that out later. The rear wheels are solid. We have two shocks absorbers here in the front, which are pretty cool in my opinion. They say they help a lot with the bumps. We don't have suspension in the back, and it being a solid honeycomb wheel, I'm kind of skeptical on how comfortable the ride may be, but people say that this is one of the smoothest riding scooters within the segment, within the price range, which is about $400 to $500, I would say, or euros in that sense. I'm here in Italy. This one actually cost me about 460 euros on sale Black Friday, November 2023. That may change, it might go up afterwards. They might just freeze it there. I mean, it is a scooter model that is not new per se. It has been in the market for quite some time with different branding. I will talk to you about that in a later video. But one positive thing about it is it's been tested. The parts are out there for it. All the reviews that I have seen, regardless of the branding that it has, have been all positive. Powerful motor, 500 watts. It has a range of about 40 kilometers. That all depends on your weight. If you're going uphill, there's a lot of factors that come into play when it comes to the range that you get out of it. They do claim that it goes up to 44 kilometers per hour. I will be needing to reduce that or limit that to 25 kilometers per hour, because I was reading that in Europe there are certain restrictions for the speed that you can use, that you can have in a scooter like this. So I'll be reducing or limiting the speed. What else? Well, we have the charging port here, which is conveniently placed higher up, because believe it or not, this scooter is, so they claim, waterproof. I mean, there are some videos where they fully submerged this scooter in a pool and it still works. So I'm not gonna be holding them up to their word, but it's good to know that if I'm out there and it just starts raining out of the blue, I can ride my way back home and I'll be okay. Alright, so here we have the handle. It's simple, minimalistic, pretty straightforward. I like it. It just has everything you need. There's a somewhat mediocre bell, but hey, it works. You have the brakes here, which they have drum brakes in the front. There you go. I like how they blacked everything out. I've seen other models where this was kind of like gray or metallic per se, and it didn't look that good. So I like this one with the blacked out. I like that little stripe, gives a character. It is a handsome scooter, I may say. Very modern looking, very sleek. minimalistic. I'm happy. First impression, I'm very, very happy with it. Okay. So we have the display, as I said, very minimalistic. It seems to be fully charged. Cool, it's not bad. Then you have the handlebar. They don't move. The way you propel yourself or you give it gas or electricity in this sense is by using this lever. Seems to be, it's plastic, seems to be durable. Let's see how it holds up. And then we have the brakes, as I was explaining before. We have the brakes that are a combination of drum brakes in the front and I forget how they call it. It's basically brakes by the motor. So the motor charges the battery, gives it retroactive generation, I believe it's called. So when you brake, you're actually charging your battery. Okay, so I already finished topping up the electricity, the energy for the batteries, and I'm going to go ahead and remove the charger here. That's the charging port. Alright, so to turn on the scooter, you need to press this button here, and when you see this little NFC symbol here, you take your NFC card and you hold it there, and there it goes. Now to turn on the light, because this does bring a front light, you double click on this button and the light turns on. Again, it's kind of cute. I like it. I would have to test the light at night, see how well it illuminates, but you can always add a second light aftermarket if it's not enough. Now to turn it off, you double tap or click on the button and it turns off. Okay, another thing that I need to tell you is that this computer does bring an app. So once you have downloaded it from the website, from the Koogo Kirin website, you pair it, and once it's paired, then you can control your light. You can control the mode that you want to ride on. You see how it changes. It has like a find feature where it beeps just for you to know where your scooter is. Right here you control the sports mode, whether you want it on or off. And what else? We have our settings where you can limit the speed. I already limited it to 25 kilometers. Enable NFC if you wish to disable it. Select what measurement units, whether you're in the United States or that part of the world or Europe. I'm in Europe, so I need to select kilometers. And it's quite simple, I would say. I believe once you get going, it would state the speed that you're currently traveling at. You have your temperature for the battery. It's very important because when you're going uphill or kind of like pushing it. It does get hot, so you need to keep an eye on that. And that's pretty much it, I guess. You can always update the firmware. I haven't done that yet. I'm not sure if I'm in the latest version. I'll look into that. But that's pretty much it. Okay. The app itself is by Green Drive. I think that's the manufacturer's proprietary app. Again, this is rebranded by Koogo Kirin, but it's not their original model. I love the lights. Look at those. Those are pretty cool. Alright, so let's take a look at the makers. We have makers, people. We have makers in a scooter. Nice. 2023, baby. We've come a long way. I remember when I used to ride the little metallic aluminum scooters. They had those little wheels back in the days. Those were pretty fun, but this is something else. This is definitely something else. Look at that little cute kickstand. That's pretty cute. Alright, so that finishes up my unboxing of the Koogo Kirin M3. It came from Hungary. It is a Chinese brand. This model in particular is not original from them. They just rebranded it and selling it, but again, it is a scooter that has been in the market for quite some time and has good reviews. Can't complain. Alright, till the next one.